This question tests understanding of the dual rate cost allocation method, a topic within service department cost allocation and overhead distribution. Key concepts. The dual rate cost allocation method separates costs into two distinct categories: variable costs, allocated based on actual usage; fixed costs, allocated based on capacity or budgeted usage. This method is used when cost behavior differs significantly. Variable costs change with usage. Fixed costs remain constant in total regardless of usage. The purpose is to improve fairness and accuracy in cost allocation between departments by recognizing that variable costs reflect actual consumption. Fixed costs reflect availability of capacity. Key idea. The dual rate method is not about number of departments or products. It is about splitting costs based on behavior, fixed versus variable. A. Two or more cost pools are to be allocated. Incorrect. The number of cost pools is not the reason for using dual rate allocation. This relates more to ABC. B. Two or more departments' costs are to be allocated. Incorrect. Interdepartmental allocation may occur in many methods, but does not specifically justify dual rate usage. C. Two or more products are produced. Incorrect. Product variety relates to job costing, process costing, or ABC, not dual rate allocation. D. Costs are separated into variable cost and fixed cost subpools. Correct. The dual rate method is specifically designed for situations where variable costs are allocated based on actual usage. Fixed costs are allocated based on budgeted capacity or usage. This separation improves fairness and cost control. Correct answer. D. The dual rate cost allocation method is most useful when costs can be clearly divided into fixed and variable components, allowing each to be allocated using the most appropriate and economically meaningful basis. This question tests the concept of service department cost allocation and behavioral incentives in managerial accounting. Key ideas. The legal department is a service department, and its costs must be allocated to user departments to encourage efficient usage and proper decision-making. The key objective stated is encourage all other departments to use the legal department as circumstances warrant. This means management wants no disincentive to use legal services when needed. Fair and neutral cost allocation, avoidance of distorted decision-making due to cost concerns. Important principle. If service costs are allocated in a way that makes usage appear expensive at the margin, departments may underuse necessary services. To encourage proper usage, costs should not be charged per actual usage in a way that discourages demand decisions. Thus, the most appropriate treatment is to remove usage-based charging pressure from operating departments. Allocated to users on the basis of the actual cost of hours used. Incorrect. Charging actual costs per usage may discourage departments from seeking necessary legal support due to unpredictable or high costs. B. Allocated on budgeted cost of actual hours used. Incorrect. Still links cost directly to usage, which may distort decision-making behavior. C. Allocated on standard cost for type of service. Incorrect. While more stable, it still assigns costs to users and may influence usage decisions. D. Absorbed as a corporate expense. Correct. Treating legal department costs as a corporate, common, expense ensures departments are not discouraged from using legal services. Decisions are based on need, not cost avoidance. Better alignment with organizational efficiency and compliance. Correct answer. D. To promote appropriate and efficient use of the legal department, its cost should be treated as a corporate overhead, not allocated to users, ensuring decisions are driven by business needs rather than cost avoidance behavior. This question tests understanding of service department cost allocation and behavioral effects on managers. Key ideas. Service departments, maintenance, material handling, designing, provide support to production departments. When service costs are allocated and charged to production departments, those departments become responsible for the cost of services they use. This creates a price signal effect, influencing managerial behavior. Key behavioral responses. Managers may try to reduce usage of services to lower costs. They may become more cost-conscious and efficient. However, cost allocation can also lead to behavioral distortions, such as underuse of necessary services, overuse of services when costs are not properly controlled, depending on pricing design. The question asks, what behavior would managers be least likely to show after service department charging is introduced? Since managers now pay for services, they will generally try to avoid unnecessary consumption, not increase it. A. Request an excessive amount of service. Correct. This is least likely because once services are charged to production departments, managers will tend to reduce or avoid unnecessary service usage to control costs. Charging creates a deterrent against overuse. B. Replace outdated and inefficient systems. Possible. Managers may improve efficiency to reduce service costs. C. Refrain from using necessary services. Possible behavioral risk. Managers might underuse services to save costs. D. Be encouraged to control costs. Expected outcome. Cost allocation increases cost awareness and control. Correct answer. When service department costs are charged to production departments, managers become cost-sensitive and tend to reduce usage, making it least likely that they would request excessive amounts of service.